Hey guys, I just got out of the shower. I am about to twist my hair. I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed the last video that I did where I was just styling my hair and talking. I really enjoyed that type of video, so I figured why not make another one. I'm actually going to be trimming my hair and twisting it, well, twisting it first and then trimming it, and just talking to you about some of the things that have been on my mind this week. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. Before I start rambling about all the things I'm thinking about, let me talk to you a little bit about my hair. So, in a recent video that I filmed, I don't know if it's up yet, it might be, but in a recent video, I talked about this product by Cantu that I was using that basically is trash. Like, it gives you bomb results. Like, I'm talking about bomb results. My wash and go was so bomb, but it always causes extreme flaking. And so that's why I wash my hair again, even though it hasn't even been a full week. I usually wait a full week before I wash my hair, but because this product caused so much flaking, I had to wash my hair again, and I will not be buying that product again at all. I don't know if I want to trim my hair in each twist or if I want to trim each section. I think I'm going to trim each twist. So something else I wanted to mention is that in the last video, I mentioned the conditioner that I use, but I didn't really go in on it. And I was in the shower today and I was like, wait, this product is actually really bomb. And I want to make sure I put emphasis on how good it is so that you guys know. This is it. I shared it in my last video. It's called It's Not Your Mother's Natural, and it's the Tahitian Gardenia Flower and Marula Butter Conditioner. This product, when I tell you, it says it's for curl defining, for curly hair, restores bounce and enhance defined curls. It's free of sulfates, parabens, synthetic dyes, etc. All of that bad stuff. But this product is so good. Like, it's a little more pricey than conditioners that I'm used to using, to be honest, because you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I usually use like VO5, like very like cheap conditioner. And there's nothing wrong with that, but this was on sale. So whenever stuff is on sale, I usually try it. So that particular product was on sale, and I decided, you know, why not give this a try while it's on sale? And I tried it and I fell in love, and my hair was just in a wash and go. And when I tell you, every time I use that in the shower, I'm like blown away at how much slip it provides. Because, you know, if you have curly hair, if you have like 3C 4A hair and you detangle in the shower, you know the struggle of detangling sometimes if you don't have the right product. And that product makes it so easy. And even though it's a little expensive, I don't have to use a lot of it because a little bit really goes a long way. So I just wanted to plug that product once again. Totally not sponsored, but hey, if that brand, It's Not Your Mother's Naturals, happens to be watching and you want to sponsor, the email is in the description box. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into the twisting and trimming. My ends need to trim so bad. I can feel it. I'm using new products today. Really excited because I usually don't really switch up my hair routine. So when I use a new product, it gets me kind of excited to test something out. So today I am using by the brand Maui Moisture. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this by now. This is actually a oil mist. It says it's for dry hair, coconut oil, guava oil, and mango butter. I've never really used products like this before. I really just got it because it was buy one get one half off, and I wanted to try this, which is the Curl Quench and Coconut Oil Curl Smoothie. So this kind of reminds me of the Curl Enhancing Smoothie from Shea Moisture. It smells amazing. It's very thick. And yeah, so this is my first time using it. As you guys know, or you may not know if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thanks for joining. Go ahead and subscribe if you're enjoying the content so far. But on my channel, I usually stick to the same product, so this is exciting for me. So I think I'm going to do my twist a little bit bigger today, bigger than I normally do. Not for any particular reason, just because I just don't want this I just really don't want this to take a really long time. So I'm just gonna 2-strand twist my hair and chat with you guys. So I was in the shower and I was thinking, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be every week, but I'm thinking if you guys like this video, basically like a wash day diary where I wash my hair, I tell you about the products I'm using, and then I talk to you about something that's going on in my life. Because I mentioned in the past that I was going to start, like a few weeks ago, I talked about starting a vlog channel. I'm just gonna start dusting my ends, so not really dusting, I'm actually trimming off quite a bit. So yeah, I talked about starting a vlog channel, which I still think I will in the future, but I just don't think that it's time to do it now. I think to still give you guys some diversity in the content, these wash day diaries might be a good idea. So thumbs up this video if you think that's a good idea, and yeah, we'll have a little series going. So that is my first twist. I just trimmed off, I don't know where the hair went, but you guys saw it. I just trimmed off like probably like a ½ inch of hair, and my hair has been growing so much and so fast, and I'm really excited about that because I'm hoping that by the summertime it will not be in that awkward state anymore, because my hair has been at a really awkward length lately. And the front of my hair grows faster than the back, and it also, the left side grows faster than the right side, so my hair tends to look lopsided a lot, which is annoying. So yeah, hoping that by the summertime my hair is like full and luscious and like all one length. So yeah, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, wow, 8 minutes and I haven't talked about anything except my hair. It's actually something I was reflecting on last night. Kind of like this idea of what a Christian lifestyle is like, right? Because I feel like from the outside looking in, even for myself, like before I really got serious about my walk with God, you know, I would meet Christians and they always seem so happy, right? They always seem so happy and optimistic and just like happy for no reason type of happy, where you almost question like if it was genuine. Yesterday I was just kind of reflecting because I was in my feelings yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, I was in my feelings for various reasons, and I was just reflecting and I was just like, you know, majority of the time I don't feel the fruits of the spirit that I've read about and I've heard about and I've seen other Christians have. I don't feel peace and joy and all those different fruits of the spirit. Especially yesterday in that moment, I didn't feel it, and I find that oftentimes I don't feel that way. I feel that way sometimes. I felt that way a lot last year. 2017 was a year where I felt so much peace in my life, financially, from a stability standpoint, with the work that I'm doing in the world. I feel like it wasn't until around like August, September, where I really started to get kind of like ruffled up and be like, wait, hold on, what am I doing? Does this feel right? This doesn't really feel right anymore, like questioning everything. But prior to that, I had like this real peace and this real genuine joy, and that just kind of came in from 2016. Like I remember from 2016, probably around like May, when I started talking about God on my channel, actually, up until about the end of the year, I had this peace. And I noticed, like I said, around like September of this year, that peace just was not there. And I started to question, like, why don't I feel the same way anymore? Why don't I have that joy that I read about and that peace that I hear about, that surpasses all understanding peace? Why don't I feel that? And I started to question. Like, I do this a lot when I'm reflecting and I'm feeling a certain way. Instead of just feeling it and just, like, accepting it as, like, this is a fact, this is how I feel, this is what it is, I more so question it. Like, I question, why do you feel this way? Like, I literally coach myself. I question, why do you feel this way? What's causing you to feel this way? How can you change how you're feeling? Like, I go through that process with myself. And when I started with the question of why do I feel this way, I noticed that I was feeling that way because I was doing a lot of things that were not feeding my spirit. I was not feeding my spirit. In that particular moment, I was like binge watching YouTube videos because I was sick yesterday, as you could probably hear, and I just wasn't being very productive. Like I was just kind of like just lounging around all day and thinking about all the things that I needed to do but not actually doing them. I'm sure you've been there before. And in that moment, it just kind of hit me that, like, okay, you're not feeling the fruits of the Spirit because you are not walking by the Spirit. You are not feeding your spirit. You are literally just feeding your flesh and depleting your flesh, honestly. And I found myself getting in this weird mood of, like, not necessarily like jealousy, but more so just wondering of, like, when am I going to have my moment or my thing, you know? A big break, I guess. Like, I found myself kind of like questioning that as I was watching a bunch of videos, and I just kind of had to stop for a moment and really just like understand that the reason why I'm feeling this way is because of what I'm consuming myself with. And then I made a conscious effort to change that. I made an effort to change what I was consuming, because if you, one of the scriptures that I started studying last night, which I've studied plenty of times in the past, but I went back to it, and it is, I reflected on that for a minute, and I was just like, okay, so what does it mean to delight yourself in the Lord? What does that actually look like? And I started by looking up the word delight. So delight means to give great pleasure, to give extreme joy, something that causes great pleasure or extreme joy. That's what delight means. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, so what can I do that will allow me to get extreme pleasure or joy from spending time with the Lord, with God, with Jesus Christ? And I started thinking about all the things that I could be doing instead of, you know, obsessing over random things. What else could I be doing? So I could be reading my word, obviously. I could be spending time with God. Like, I thought about it as if it was a relationship with, like, my boyfriend. When I think of how my boyfriend brings me joy, how do I get that joy? It's usually from spending time with him. It's from talking to him. It's from trusting him. It's from loving him, maybe going out with him, even dancing with him. Like, those are the things that bring me joy when I'm with my boyfriend. So when I thought about it in that sense, it was kind of like, okay, if all of these things bring you joy in relationship, regardless of what relationship it is, those fundamental things are probably going to bring you joy. Trusting the person, talking to the person, communicating with the person, those things are probably going to bring you joy, regardless of who the person is. So I thought to myself, like, why am I just doing this at a bare minimum with God? Like, I'm not doing this as much as I could be with God. I'm doing it at a very minimum. I'm doing it in a very small amount, a small dosage. So of course I'm not feeling the fruits of the Spirit. Of course I'm not feeling joy and happiness and peace and love. Of course I'm not feeling those things, because I'm not engulfing myself, delighting myself in the Spirit. So it was just like, it was almost so obvious that it was just like, why did you even have to get to this point to realize that? Like, it's so obvious why you're feeling the way you're feeling, is because of where you are spending your time. So I wanted to talk about this in hopes that, you know, it can get you guys to reflect. A lot of times when I make these videos, they are, of course, it's things that I go through, but it's in hopes that it will allow you to reflect and, you know, question what you're doing. So I have a reflection question for you. Do you feel like you are walking in the Spirit? And if you don't, what can you do to change that? What can you do to change that feeling? So something else I wrote down yesterday is when I was kind of like questioning this, I was like, what am I currently delighting myself in? Currently, at that particular moment, I was delighting myself in social media. I was delighting myself in either eating or not eating. Delighting myself in spending money. Like, I notice when I'm not feeling great, my default is like to spend money, to like to just randomly go shopping, like not even for crazy stuff. It can be small stuff. It can be hair products. It can be skincare products. It can be clothes. It can be random knickknacks on Amazon. But like that is something that I find myself doing when I'm feeling not myself. And yeah, yesterday I just was able to, I'm glad I had that moment to reflect and to really think about, you know, what I was delighting myself in. So, and then I went into how can I change the narrative? So I can change the narrative of feeling down or behind or confused by, number one, not being so hard on myself, not comparing myself, not over consuming. I talked about this yesterday on, I think yesterday or day before yesterday on Instagram, about why I don't follow people back a lot of the times. And I actually talked about this in a video once too, about why I typically don't follow a lot of people back. And that's because like I know that I have so many ideas running through my own head that sometimes when I get on social media and I see all these really dope people creating these products and traveling and giving all this self-care advice, and it's just like too much. Like I think it's partially because I am introverted and an empath, that I am very sensitive to a lot of noise, visual noise, digital noise. So yeah, that's just something for me that I know I have to be very mindful of what I am absorbing. And that doesn't mean that, you know, if I'm not following you back, I don't like you, or, you know, we're not cool anymore. Like, no, there's people that I'm friends with in real life that I do not follow on Instagram because their Instagram just does not align with the things that I want to see on a day-to-day basis in my life. It's just like they talk about a lot of stuff that maybe I'm not interested in, or they talk about a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. So I censor that stuff. I'm very particular about what I put in my life. So I just want to encourage you guys to be specific with what you are consuming and check in with yourself on a regular basis and see how you're really feeling. See how you are really doing. And if you notice you're not feeling your best, then start to ask yourself why. You know? Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What's causing me to feel depressed or down or whatever it is that you're feeling? As usual, if anything that I said resonated with you, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And I will continue doing these wash day diaries if you guys like them, but you have to let me know, because if you don't let me know, if I don't get any feedback or any responses or anything, I will definitely stop doing it, because I don't want to put out stuff that no one is interested in. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to continue twisting my hair, watching some videos. I have to catch up on some videos. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to listen to this free webinar about ministry that I downloaded. I'm actually going to listen to that while I twist my hair. And I'll be back once I'm finished. I'll show you guys the final results of my twist and my trim. So I'll be back.
How to hire, how to fire, how to set boundaries, how to set up the organizational structure. Well, and here's how I learned that. One of the women, a co-pastor in the program, she never left the program. I said, now, help me understand. Academy, it was so that I could create.
Okay guys, so I just want to quickly hop back on and say that I just finished my hair, as you can see. And I really like this product. This is my first time using it. I've used this brand before, but I've never used this particular product. It smells really good. It doesn't smell like super heavy, like with a bunch of chemicals and stuff. And that's because it's basically one of those companies that do not have all of the parabens and all of the really bad stuff for you. So you can see the long list here that says no silicones, parabens, no gluten, no sulfates, no synthetic dyes. It's vegan, eco-friendly, pure coconut water, pure aloe juice. And I feel like this product definitely has a very light natural smell and feel also, even though it's a thick heavy cream kind of. But I really like this product. Like I said, I'm gonna leave my hair in twists for like a week or so, so you probably won't see the result of the twist out. But when I do my hair in twist outs, I'm not really doing it for the twist out per se. I'm doing it for the protective style. And this product I like to, as I said before, I don't really use products like this, like these type of oils. I usually just use like olive oil straight from the kitchen. But this was on sale, so I figured I would try it. I used quite a bit of it, so I feel like it's not going to last that long. But I do like the way it makes my hair look and feel. It's very soft and shiny. And yeah, so that's pretty much it already of the hair that I trimmed. As you can see, some curls in there. But yeah, I had to get rid of those ends because it was just starting to get unruly. My hair might be uneven, but that's okay because I'm going to be wearing it in protective styles for like majority of the winter pretty much. So when I take it out, whenever I decide to wear my hair out, I'll just go in and trim it and just shape it up a little bit more for the areas that I may have missed. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.